Okay.
and then we'll get started. So
Whenever you were asking about being the pain, is this like the pain class that we had, like on Saturday mornings?
yeah, it is. We go over some of the like essential oils to use, like for pain management.
Okay, the pain management, I don't think I've done that one. I think I've done the stress and the sleep.
Okay.
I don't think I've done pain.
Oh, okay, good. So then you'll learn a few things too.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just get started. And
Okay.
is it Kathy you said if she joined?
Kathy. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just I'll watch for her to join in.
Okay.
But yeah, so welcome tonight. We're going to talk about essential oils and pain. So I just like this screen here, and you can see my screen, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Elizabeth. Okay, so really, as we go through this presentation, we're putting pain into 3 different categories. So we've got chronic pain, which is basically something that's part of your daily life that you're living with. That's chronic. So kind of just think in the back of your head, how you would rate yourself with your with that pain level. So 1 being on the low end and 10 being on the high end. And welcome, Bernadette.
Hey, Bernadette.
Then we've got emotional pain, which is going to be like, our emotions and just, the heaviness is real, basically like just that feeling of weight that we have like emotionally and having an effect. And it really does have an effect on our bodies and has, there's a correlation with, our wellness, our overall gut health and our emotions and all of that. So we're going to talk about that as well. But just again, think of, how are you dealing with your emotional pain on a level of 1 to 10, 1 being, not so much. And then 10 being, it's pretty consistent, throughout the day. And then occasional pain is going to be, like your occasional, aches, maybe your knees hurt occasionally, like walking up the stairs, or maybe you do some gardening work and then you have a bad lower back occasionally. So that's going to be your occasional pain. So those are the 3 kind of categories we're going to talk about when it comes to pain. So basically there's a foundational support, and we talk about this all the time, which is our foundation to support ourselves. And we've talked about this tree here that's on the screen for our, basically living a healthy lifestyle. And at the bottom, the biggest thing in that chart really is eating right, because that is what fuels our body, and that's how we can get the best foundation. Now, we can eat as clean and as healthy as possible. However, we're still not getting in the nutrients that are, in our soils, that they've been depleted. So we're not getting the essential vitamins and minerals and nutrients that we are used to getting, even by following a very clean diet. So we do need to supplement. And I know we talk about this a lot. The Lifelong Vitality Pack that doTERRA offers is actually their #1 seller, believe it or not. And this is going to be the base foundation for everybody. It's going to give you your basic vitamins and minerals, your omega-3 fatty acids, going to give you cellular rebuilding. It's going to be the basic foundation to start off with for everybody, because that basic foundation is what's going to set the tone for the rest of our overall, wellness and lifestyle. And that's going to be the biggest thing we can do to help ourselves. So everything that we eat either feeds disease or fights disease. Okay. And we can support our body and change the way we feel by using doTERRA's #1 seller, the Lifelong Vitality, like I said. So we're going to talk about that, but I wanted to also just share with you this tree that we kind of go through, that eating right with exercise and weight management, and then managing your stress and sleep habits are also super critical. And then of course, reducing your toxic load. We do those cleanses a few times a year that are really beneficial to join in on. So that's really what we're talking about, is in changing our overall lifestyle. So we talked about the base of lifelong vitality and how does that support our pain management. So starting off with chronic pain, how does our lifelong vitality support our chronic pain? So lifelong vitality is going to provide a healthy response to oxidative stress. It's going to support our bone health with calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D, which are essential to our bone health. It's going to support our healthy joint function and comfort. So it's going to help us in the chronic pain area just by starting off with lifelong vitality. And then as far as our emotions, lifelong vitality is going to support us in our emotional pain by helping us with mental clarity and brain function. I totally find this true when I take my lifelong vitality. My mental clarity and my brain function is so much better. It's literally at the most optimum level it can be. I feel like when I am on lifelong vitality, I really truly feel a difference. So that is 100% true. Also, our lifelong vitality provides a wide range of omega-3 fatty acids for gut health and cognitive support. So our brain, most of our brain is made up, I think it's like 80% of our brain is made up of fats, and it really feeds off of fats to stay healthy. So it thrives. It really looks for those omega-3 fatty acids. And yes, we can get them in avocados and, some oils and olive oils, and things like that. But again, we're probably not eating enough of those omega-3 fatty acids for our brain health. And that's really going to help support our emotional pain. Also, lifelong vitality protects against lipid oxidation and supports healthy function of the brain, eyes, and nervous system. Again, tying into your omega-3 fatty acids and all of that, helping to help have that healthy function of our brain, eyes, and nervous system. So it's so incredibly important. And then talking about our occasional pain, our lifelong vitality is going to provide us a really amazing foundation, the support that we need, minerals and vitamins to keep our body performing at the most optimum peak performance and the optimum level. So that's what I'm saying. When I'm on my lifelong vitality, I feel it. You just have that energy. And it really helps to protect your body and with a speedy recovery. So again, this is going to be your base. So anytime you're dealing with chronic pain, emotional pain, or occasional pain, the first thing that we're going to recommend is to start out with lifelong vitality, because again, everybody needs that base foundation. And just to quickly go over some of the dangers of prescription pain medication. It's actually, prescription pain medication has caused more death than car accidents. It's actually over 37,000 car accidents a year. So that's pretty crazy, more than car accidents by using pain medication. And it's dangerous because some people consider the prescription drugs to be, safe. Especially, teens and young ones, because they're prescribed and they're like, oh, okay, if it's prescribed, then it's legal, it's safe for me to take. When in fact, these are really not safe. When you take these pain medications, they tell you, you can't drive, you can't do this. I mean, that's not safe. So it really gives you a false sense of euphoria by taking these pain medications. You've got withdrawal symptoms. Sometimes you can be overprescribed and then you get addicted. Your digestive system can shut down, over time, with bowel issues and constipation and digestive things. So there's so many things that lead to it. So some of the tips that you can do to wean off pain medication, and of course, definitely speak to a doctor or seek medical advice if you are in this category, but increase your water intake. Maybe replace the habit. Just quitting can be really difficult, but maybe try adding a new healthy habit. I know we've talked about, habit stacking, and that's been a big thing. Like every morning we're all accustomed to waking up, brushing our teeth. So maybe throwing in a habit during that time, because we're programmed to, brush our teeth in the morning. So, replace a habit and maybe do a little bit of habit stacking. take your Lifelong Vitality and any additional supplements. I'm going to go through some other supplements to help support your body naturally, but that can really help alleviate the symptoms while you are detoxing. And then you surround yourself with supportive people in your life, because you don't want to surround yourself with people that will bring you down. You want to be surrounded by, people that will lift you up and help you and support you during this time. So we're going to talk about pain management and using your oils and some of the supplements that doTERRA offers. So we're going to talk about joint pain, muscle pain, emotional pain, digestive pain, and then finally head tension and migraines. Okay, so we're going to dive into each of these areas a little bit more deeply. So with all of these pain topics, we recommend starting out as your foundation with Lifelong Vitality. Right out of the gate, I recommend to everybody take Lifelong Vitality for at least 30 days, see how you feel. Most people at the end of that 30 days can feel a difference, just because those Lifelong Vitality really gets into our bloodstream, and all of those vitamins and minerals that we're missing really does what it needs to do. So that's going to be the base. So if you experience joint pain, you want to take your LLV, which is Lifelong Vitality, plus these 3 products is something that's recommended. The first one is turmeric, which comes in a capsule. It's a dual chamber capsule that has the turmeric essential oil and the powder in one, and it's a time release system. So when you take it, it really gets absorbed into our system. But turmeric, as you know, is wonderful to help reduce inflammation. So any sort of joint pain, you can take turmeric. We take turmeric, specifically my husband, 2 every morning with his Lifelong Vitality. So that's our regimen. So turmeric capsules are a great addition to add to joint pain, as well as the Deep Blue rub. So that's going to be the lotion, Deep Blue, where you can apply topically to your, area of concern, whether it's your shoulder, your neck pain, maybe your hands are bothering you from arthritis, or lower back pain, where you can apply topically. Deep Blue rub is going to give you that, I think of it as like a natural icy hot. So you're going to get that cool sensation and the hot sensation, and you're really going to get instant relief. Now, one thing that's not on here that I have found that's been very helpful for joint pain is actually lemongrass. So lemongrass is really good for the oil for topical usage for your skin. You could layer it on with Deep Blue rub and apply it directly to your, to your joints or areas of concern. And then lastly is the Deep Blue polyphenol capsules. So this is something that you can take internally, because the Deep Blue oil and the rub, those are just topical usage. But the capsules, that Deep Blue polyphenol capsules, are actually something you can take internally to help support your joint function and your muscles. And it's a really, really great product to take internally. Now moving on to muscle pain. So again, we're going to start out as the base of LLV, Lifelong Vitality, and then with muscle pain, we're going to add in turmeric. So you're going to see that again, great at reducing inflammation. We're going to add in copaiba soft gels. So copaiba is from the tree, resin from the tree, that is almost similar to CBD oil, but it doesn't have all those ill effects. So it's a lot better. And this comes in a soft gel, which is great. It's also great for calming, but it also is really wonderful for muscle pain. So you could take this on a daily basis. I know when I was at convention, Dr. Hill recommended, or his protocol was 2 turmerics in the evening, 2 copaiba at night. So I kind of do that for my husband because he is a hairstylist and he's on his feet all day. So he does suffer from like chronic pain, really, of muscles and joints, and he's got kind of all of the above. So we've been doing this regimen and it's been working really well.
Repeat that too.
Oh, 2 turmeric
in the morning.
Yes, and then 2 copaiba in the evening.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. And then there's Majorium essential oil, again, topical usage, and then you can layer it with Deep Blue Rub. So again, directly on wherever your muscle pain is happening, but Majorium and Deep Blue Rub is a really good combo as well. And then moving on to emotional pain. So you might be familiar with doTERRA's adaptive line, which is going to be their calming blend. So the oil, there's an oil version, and then there's a roll-on version, which has fractionated coconut oil, so you could easily apply it. And then there's a capsule form. So the oil form is just for topical or diffusing, aromatic use. What's in here is lavender and wild orange and copaiba and rosemary, and it's a really great combo of essential oils to really help calm and stop the overwhelm and really help with our emotions. It's one of my favorites to diffuse. I diffuse this a lot, adaptive, during the pandemic in the beginning when we were all shut down and kind of, restricted in our homes, and something about the smell of that adaptive just really uplifts and really, kind of opens you up and makes you, it's wonderful. So highly recommend diffusing the adaptive, but then it also has the capsules. The capsules are for internal usage. You can take this to help you just calm, de-stress with any emotional issues that you're dealing with. But what's in here is GABA, and it also has ahi flower in this capsule. And it's a kind of a plant-based omega-3. So remember I was talking about earlier with brain health and gut health and how important the two are. So in this capsule is a plant-based omega, like omega-3 fatty acid. So it really helps with our brain function and calming, but it's all plant-based, and there's nothing in here that could be addictive or anything like that. So you can feel very comfortable to take these during the day or in the evening, maybe to help you, fall asleep, or during the day just to help you manage your stress. And then there's a few essential oils we would recommend. Number one is Elevation, which is a blend of essential oils. It's known as the Joyful Blend. And again, it's great for diffusing. So there's a diffuser showing here because there's so many studies that has shown that just by us smelling essential oils, it has a direct effect on our mood and our overall, wellness. So just diffusing adaptive or Elevation really could help with your emotional, any emotional pain that you're going through. And then frankincense is another great one for emotional pain. That you could diffuse. It is wonderful for diffusing. Combined it with Elevation even, and using it aromatically would be really great for your emotions. And then talking about digestive pain. So there's a few products. Again, we're going to start off with our Lifelong Vitality, but it's so important to get our gut health, healthy. So the probiotic that doTERRA offers is the PB Assist. This is a dual encapsulated chamber where when we take that probiotic, and by the way, it's a prebiotic and a probiotic in one, it actually gets released not in the tummy, because if it did, then the acids would kind of break it down and then it would do nothing, which a lot of probiotics on the marketplace, that's what happens. It releases in the tummy, and then our acids in our tummy just kind of kill everything, and then we don't get any benefit. But this one that doTERRA offers actually goes down deeper, and it releases in your intestine and opens up, it gets through that intestinal lining into our bloodstream and does what it needs to do for our gut health. So highly recommend to take the probiotic. I take one every evening. And then the Terrazyme on the left, this is going to be a capsule that you take with your food. This is whole food enzymes that help break down the foods that we eat. So whether it's fats, carbohydrates, proteins, whatever you're eating, it helps to break those foods down and get them going. So it's a really, I've had so many customers have so many amazing stories, success stories with Terrazyme. A quick one, my cousin was over for dinner during the pandemic, and I said, she was visiting from Pittsburgh. She drove in to see us, and I didn't realize that she had a sensitivity to steak. And I decided to make a nice filet mignon and potatoes and salad and, you know, make a nice, really elegant meal. And that was it. That was the only meal I had. And when she came over for dinner, she's like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can eat steak. I get really sensitive. I can't do it. And I said, well, will you be open to taking this Terrazyme like about maybe 15 minutes before we have dinner? Because she does like to eat the meat. She just can't, you know, has a sensitivity and can't tolerate it. So she agreed, because that was literally the only meal that we had. And she took it 15 minutes before we ate. We ate, she enjoyed herself, and she did not get one tummy ache. She, the next day couldn't thank me enough. And now like she orders it monthly just because it's helped her regulate so much. So this is safe to take with every meal. You can take it 3 times a day. I personally like to take it in the evening. That's usually when I eat my heaviest meal. And I find that that helps me the best. But you could take this during your meal, before your meal, or even after your meals. And it really helps to break down the foods that we eat. It's an amazing, I think, one of the amazing products that doTERRA offers. I mean, there's so many, but that's a really good one. And then keeping on with the supplements, on the right, you see the peppermint supplements. These are fairly new. These are peppermint, I think it's called eccentric coated, but basically what this does too, same kind of delivery system where it doesn't open in your tummy because you don't want the acids to get in there. It opens up down further into your intestine where it can do its work, when you have those tummy issues. So this peppermint capsule is wonderful to help with any digestive issues. And then topically, you can use essential oils like Digest Zen is one of my favorite blends. It has peppermint, cardamom, anise, caraway, ginger, and it's a really beautiful blend of all of those digestive plants that you're used to thinking that helps with digestion. It's just in a nice, convenient bottle. And I love to end my evening with a glass of hot water and a drop of Digest Zen. It's like having like a beautiful cup of tea, and it really helps to digest my tummy, and especially after a big meal, and it helps to relax me before going to bed. So you could take this internally. You do it in a cold cup of water, or you can apply it directly to your tummy. The other day, my son had a tummy ache and was saying my tummy hurts, and all I did was just throw some Digest Zen on his belly, and he was okay. So these are really great tools to have. And then Tamer, right here on the right, is very similar to Digest Zen. It's the kids version, but adults can use this as well. It's a little bit, it's not as strong, I would say, as Digest Zen. It's a little bit tamer. Then that's the name of it, Tamer, but it's not as strong. And it's in a really nice roller ball where you can easily apply it. I love the roller balls because it's just so easy to apply it around the belly or on the bottom of the feet or, on the chest. So again, this is for digestive pain. And then finally, let's talk about head tension and migraines. Again, the basis is you're going to start off with your Lifelong Vitality, and then you're going to throw in these supplements. So we talked about the copaiba earlier. This is also really great for migraines. Again, take 2 in the evening, or whenever you're feeling the onset of a migraine or headache coming on, that you'll want to take that copaiba. The other one is frankincense. And what you'll want to do with frankincense is we've had a lot of luck of when you have your bottle. I have wild orange right in front of me. But take a drop of the frankincense, okay, on your thumb, and then put it on the top of your tongue, or, open your mouth on the top roof of your tongue and just press it in there like that. And if you do that with the frankincense, it really helps with the migraines and the head tension. Or take it internally, a drop underneath your tongue, because when we take the essential oils internally or on the roof of our tongue like that, or our mouth, it's the fastest way into our bloodstream and into our, our membrane and everything. So it can really help us very instantly with any head tension or migraines. You can even do this with peppermint, is another good one to help with the head tension and migraines. Another one is past tense, which is a blend of essential oils that really helps. I love this one. And now it's available in a roller ball, which is great to be able to just apply to your neck if you have the neck or head tension directly, topically on you, which is really good. It's very soothing, and it's very, really good for that, tension, that head tension that you get down the neck, on the spine, that you can easily just roll on. And then eucalyptus is another one as well that can help with relieve the head tension and migraines. I mean, we always say that every essential oil reacts differently to all of our bodies because we all are made up differently. So, just like when we go to the doctor and we get a prescription, and if it doesn't work, we go back and try a new one. So same thing with these essential oils, maybe frankincense won't work for you, but eucalyptus will, or vice versa. So you just want to try different essential oils to help you. To kind of figure out what would be the best one for you and to relieve your tension. And sometimes there's an emotional element tied to it. So you just want to pay attention to that.
Tara, can you take the eucalyptus and do it the same way with the thumb in the mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. Any questions before I continue, like on any of the pain products or, anything that we went over?
I just want to say, have great testimonies for
Yeah.
frankincense. Let's see, it's frankincense, peppermint, and lemon for migraines that happened to a mother and daughter, and both of them used it, and it wiped the migraine away.
Oh, and how did they? So wait, frankincense, lemon,
and peppermint.
Okay, and like together?
Lemon.
And they just put it on their temples because that's where they were having their migraine, and just wiped it away.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you have any, Elizabeth, did you have anything to add?
No, I was just asking Bernadette, they put the lemon on the temple, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they just layered it, one at a time on top of each other.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's funny, like you wouldn't think lemon, would be one of those oils, but like I said, you never know what would work, well for you. But I could see that because lemon is very detoxifying, right, Bernadette? So I could see how that could.
Yeah, lemon also, I was reading about lemon, is it helps the analytical part of your brain too, just by putting it on the opposite side. So if you want to get more creative, you put lemon on, which I thought was interesting. Yeah.
Well, the reason that I'm asking this is because I am a migraine sufferer, big time.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking these questions. So what you're saying, Tara, is whenever the migraine starts at the onset, you take 2 of the copaiba.
Yes. Now, what I would say though, too, is, you want to kind of stop it before, kind of preventative, prevent. Right. So like the lifelong vitality, I hope you're on that. And then the copaiba, you could take that, as part of your regimen.
So you can take any of these, any of them that we had discussed tonight, or really any of our oils on a daily basis.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we would recommend that because that's how your body is going to, use what it needs, but it's going to kind of help, you're going to help stop things before they get worse. Right?
Okay. So this is not a Okay, the way I guess you would say the way that I have been using, and I'm glad that it's just the three of us tonight to where I don't feel bad asking questions. This is where, like the Kabiba that I have been using for like the joint pain, the muscle pain, this pain and that pain with myself. I use it only when I need it. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I get up this morning, it's cold outside, it's damp outside, my arthritis is hurting, I pull it out, I take my capsules, then I turn around. A couple hours later, I will use some oil and drop it on my knee, rub it in. And then if that doesn't help, needless to say, I'll try one, say, I have used my balance, and I guess I use my balance more because it has helped so much with my hand whenever I had that surgery and they told me, yeah, you're going to just have to bear with that,
Oh, gosh.
point.
Mhm.
And nerve pain it can be very, very unbearable.
Mm.
So, I'm only using it when I had the issue. So basically I'm finding out tonight I can take any of my oils that I have and use them on a daily basis. Is that and
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
so if
Yes.
if that be the case, okay. Oh, I'm so glad that I attended this. Um, with that being the case, say like the what am I trying to say? The veggie cap. How many of my drops of any oil whatsoever can you use in a day in a 24-hour period, or is there a limit?
Yeah, there is a maximum. Let me pull it up. Trying to think where I know there's a chart, and I might have to do some research, Elizabeth, and post it on our Facebook group. I know, you're on there, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me post it on there. I think that would be a good reminder. There is a chart that we have, like as far as internal usage. I want to say maybe it's 24 drops in a year, 24-hour period. I'm not 100% sure, Bernadette.
Yeah.
do you know?
Well, I don't stick to it because I think everybody is different, but they did that for people who need to know too.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, because we have, there's something called the morphine pill.
Right.
And
Right.
it's, I believe it's 6 drops of frankincense, 6 drops of marjoram, and 6 drops of peppermint. I mean, and right there is 18 drops too, but that's if you're really in pain and you want the morphine
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll post it just so you can see, but you've got your oils in your Lifelong Vitality, a little bit here and there. I mean, I use them daily in my water, like throughout the day. I've probably have gone over the thing too, but it's fine. And we diffuse them. But I think I can post it just so you could see, get
Yeah.
an idea.
And I
Okay.
think Elizabeth too, I mean, you still have the migraines from long ago. How many years has it been?
Huh. I've had migraines really literally since I was diagnosed when I was 12 years old.
Oh my
And
gosh. Okay.
Wow.
I had and I was in an accident when I was 20, 21, 22 years old. I was sitting at a stoplight. I was at a dead sit still. And this one young guy, I guess he just assumed that, it was going to change before he got to it, and he never slowed down.
Oh,
And
okay.
he was going 45.
Oh, wow.
So he hit me at a dead sit still.
Uh-huh.
And my car was well, it's like everybody's car. You've got the headrest, but it was the type of headrest that you couldn't adjust. It was a solid thing. So part of my head caught the back of the headrest, and then the other part naturally was completely off. gave me severe whiplash.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I was having to have uh, chiropractic, which I don't believe in that. I'm sorry. I just don't believe in that. I had a chiropractor tell me, well, honey, we can adjust it. And, no, I don't think I want to hear you pop in my spine to the point it's going to not be right, So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
kind
maybe we'll talk about that sometime, Elizabeth, because I've
okay.
had some things too. And
I
yeah, that'd
didn't
be
I
good
didn't let him
conversation.
do it, but then they had to go and start doing the occipital nerve blocks.
Okay.
And that helped for a while, but because of the damage that was done in my neck, they
Mhm.
told me I would probably never completely get rid of them. I have had two episodes of the complex migraine, to the point that when my husband took me to the hospital, they thought I had a stroke. I lose the
Oh,
sight in one eye,
yeah.
whichever side that it is affecting. I lose lose that sight, and then I have to go through all kind of tests to prove, okay, it's not that. I just had a migraine, but it was a severe migraine.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. So accident wise. Okay. Yeah.
right. So I just don't want to. I don't want to have to take um, the type of medication that they
Yeah.
want to take. I just refuse to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I was asking. And I mean, if I can turn around and, like I say, just take this on a daily basis,
Yeah.
and fine and dandy. But I thought I had to use my oils only as needed.
Yeah.
No, you
Nope.
can take them, like you can, I don't know what you have on hand, but like frankincense.
Oh, I've got all of it, but see,
Okay. Yeah, you like just for the migraines, you can have like every morning take maybe a drop under your tongue, make it
okay,
like a habit. Like I said, like habit stacking. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but like I put some oils near where I brush my teeth, so I know I'm gonna do it. And I'll remember because like I'm conditioned to wake up, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth.
see,
So you can,
I've got like my On Guard, my Tri-Ease, my turmeric. I've got those. That's what I take daily.
okay.
Good.
And I think I've got, other than the lifelong Vitality Pack, I take that. That's basically it that I take on a daily basis. But I think I have almost every oil that doTERRA has offered, because when I first started years ago, whenever I had that one lady that I started under, um, she had just started too, and I thought, okay, and I really didn't understand what was going on. I just started buying like the cheaper, and then the next cheaper, and then the next cheaper, and the kits.
Okay.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I've got just at least one, if not more, of everything that they offer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
that's
see on the
great.
screen, Elizabeth,
Yes,
the
awesome.
I pulled up the amounts. So just so
Yeah,
you could see the internal capsules. This is just like what, guidelines, like Bernadette said. Um, but your like maximum 24-hour period internal capsules, and then oral taking underneath your tongue or in a water. So like if you add all that up, it's still it's a lot, I think, right? Bernadette,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you can take a screenshot of that, Elizabeth. So if you want to keep
okay,
that,
great, got it.
got it. Okay. Yeah. Well, good. I mean, unless you have any other questions, that was what we were going to go over today. Bernadette, anything you wanted to add?
Nope, I think that's it. Good job, Tara. Yeah.
Okay. Elizabeth, you're okay?
I am okay, thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
awesome.
Yeah,
I'm so glad to have learned all of this.
yeah.
Yes, yeah. So figure out which ones you want to start to take on a daily basis to help you.
Oh,
If you
okay.
want, I think, was it Debbie that enrolled you? We can, or
No,
Annabelle. Who do you normally talk to?
Annabelle is the one that I'm under.
Okay. Okay, because you can set up a time with Annabelle to kind of go in depth onto maybe a protocol for you.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
but definitely that cobaiba every day. Yes, go for it. And frankincense every day. Definitely. That's,
Awesome.
yeah. I take the frankincense morning and night.
Yeah, I mean, with the frankincense, can you put it in water?
Yeah, if you want to. I mean,
Okay, okay,
yeah. Give
okay.
yourself a shot glass maybe
But
too.
yeah, that's what I was kind of wondering. A
Yeah.
shot glass in the morning with all of my oils and a shot glass in the evening with all of my oils.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
it'd be enough of oil that it'd keep your insides cleaned out. You
Yep.
don't have to worry about nothing, you know?
Yeah.
True.
I mean,
Mm.
I'm serious. With the enough of oils, you know, going in, especially if you're taking tummy stuff and everything, it should make you feel better.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Alright. Well, have a great evening, Elizabeth and Bernadette. Thank you for joining in tonight.
All right. Thank you so much, Tara.
Thank you,
Alright.
sweetheart. I appreciate so much.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
All right, good night.
Okay, good night.
Right.